So Jake, you need to explain to me your actual plans and how much of my conservatory you planning to take.
Shall I show you a trick and I'll show the viewers a trick?
What's that?
Yeah, Ken, watch this. 3, 2, 1. That's what you call magic fingers, mate. That was quick, wasn't it?
How did I get here?
Let her into the secret.
So we're kind of building a new pond.
Are you all set up and ready to build this fish tank?
Yes.
Happy days, high five, high five. One thing's for sure, these boys have certainly got me work cut out today, haven't you?
Yes.
Never seen you work so fast.
Is it a good idea if I read the instructions, Uncle James?
Yes. Definitely. I was just explaining to the boys.
We know where we can put this one. We're going to put it right there.
And it's mainly designed for mechanical filtration. Haven't you caught all your goldfish yet, Jake?
I'm going to get myself a bigger pond filled with koi.
So it's been a bit of a crazy video. The boys are absolutely buzzing about having their new tank. Hello everyone, welcome back. It's James the Koi Whisperer.
Jacob, the koi whisperer's son.
So, little Jakey's been a little bit missed on the videos. A few people's commented and asked if he's alright.
Yeah, I'm doing fine, but I've been a bit annoyed lately because I wanted bigger fish, new fish. I wanted koi, but I've only got goldfish in here. So I've been thinking, hopefully, my mum will let me get a koi pond.
You want to upgrade, don't you? Because
Yeah, I want to upgrade because I want to keep the goldfish in that bigger pond and grow them on, but I'd like some koi.
How many fish have you got in there?
Good old 5.
And you want to have a little bit of an upgrade, but the question is, Jake, or the problem is, we haven't really got any more room really to put another pond, so...
Unless we got rivered this pond and made some space.
Yeah, but what are we going to do with this pond?
My cousin.
What, give it to your cousin?
Yeah, I reckon he would like a pond.
I reckon he would as well. So what we saying? We're going to get rid of this pond up to your cousin.
Yep.
And we're going to build you a new pond.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that idea. Dad, do you reckon it'd be a good idea to ask Mum?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think we should ask her?
You don't need to. I'm your dad, and if you want to do something, boy, we're going to crack on and do it.
Do we have to take it completely apart to get it in the car, or will it fit?
Yeah, we're going to have to strip it down, mate, and we can get it in the car, get it set up, and then go and get you a new tank.
Alright.
So just before we start taking all the water out, start stripping it down, this pond is done absolutely fantastic, and for the money that it cost, it was less than £100 for everything. The plant's grown amazingly. There's a few things that Jake's going to keep really. He does want to keep this plant, and he does want to keep the goldfish, so we got to go and find a nice little home to put them in while we get this tank set up at my nephew's house, or my sister-in-law's house, should I say. I don't know if they know that they're having it. I'll give them a ring. We're going to put all of these goldfish in the big fancy goldfish tank, but it has done absolutely fantastic. It's been faultless. The main reason being how well mature the mountainTree media is inside of here. The spiral filter mat doing the mechanical stage, and then underneath, as you can see, the nitro rings in there. They're proper well matured. So you're going to have to go and grab your drill, grab your water changer and a fish net, and we're going to get these fish out, then break the news to Mum. We're going to build you a new tank.
Happy days.
Happy days.
So Dad, my fish going to be alright going in this tank, and are these fish going to be alright?
Yeah, they're going to be completely fine. I mean, in one way, you should quarantine them before they go into a tank, but the water temperatures are exactly the same. The water qualities are exactly the same. And inside of here, these are fancy goldfish, so they're going to be absolutely fine for 3 or 4 days while we get set up. So if you go and catch your fish, and we'll pop them in here for a few days.
Let's do it.
Right, so Jake, have you got any of these fish out yet? And what are you actually doing with this silver container?
So I was using the silver container to put my goldfish in so that I don't make a mess and I don't get any water anywhere. Because I don't like to make messes, unlike you.
I don't make that much of a mess. Anyway, you start catching your fish and I'll have a little bit of a look at them.
Alright. And there's Pumpkin.
Look at the size of Pumpkin.
We jumped out then. Come on, Peter. Poor Peter's got bigger.
Look at the size of him now. He's definitely chunking on some weight. He must be the greediest goldfish you got, mate, isn't he?
Yep.
Want me to give you a bit of a hand?
Nah, I got this. Watch this. Boah. Alright, where's the last one then? There he is.
I think you might need the Koi Whisperer to give you a bit of an hand here if you can't catch him in a minute.
I've got him now.
Oh, that one's an absolute stunner, isn't it? So all of the fish in here have been well looked after. They're super, super happy. But the main reason why these fish have stayed so healthy is to do with what cleans the water. And what cleans the water is the mountainTree media inside of that filter. It really does make a difference to keeping fish in general. The bacteria which is living on all of this media in here is really, really high quality. And that's why these fish are kept super, super happy. That being said, pop all these fish in the tank.
Yep.
And we'll crack on and get this emptied. Right, Jake, ask Mum to help you and let her into the secret.
So we're kind of building a new pond, and I kind of need your help.
What? James?
What? It's all right, love. Look, just open the tank for him. We're building him a new pond.
Welcome to your new home for a couple days.
So Jake, you need to explain to me your actual plans and how much of my conservatory you planning to take.
So I'm planning to take up all of your conservatory. I'm going to get a massive pond. I'm going to get a £300 koi in it. No, actually. So we're taking this apart, yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to take this up to my cousin, and he really wants a pond, so this should go out really well. We're going to get a koi pond in here somewhere. Probably, maybe we'll put it here or we'll put it in the corner. For now, we need to take this apart and take it up there.
So have you phoned your auntie up and asked her if she actually wants one?
Might have?
So have you two just planned this together without informing anybody else?
Yeah,
Whose idea was it, yours or Dad's?
both of ours. Bit more mine.
Is this all because you want a koi?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dad's okayed all of it, is he?
Yep, 100% permission.
Let's crack on with it then.
We're just taking apart, obviously, the birds right now. So, Dad, how are we going to take this apart again? I swear you can, like, do some magic finger trick.
I've got some magic fingers, and if I click these fingers, it can be up Tristan's house.
Yep.
Soon as I click free, and all of this will be took apart, and it will all be done for us.
No chance.
Yeah, it can. Watch this. 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we have it. That's what you call magic fingers, mate. That was quick, wasn't it?
How did I get here?
How did you get here? Nice and quick. It's called these magic fingers. Right, go and grab your cousin and see if he wants to set up the tank. So, Jake, did you make sure you did ring up to say, there he is, look, you're going to have a new fish tank. This is Whisperer. Give Dylan one of the new hats we've got. He's got a new t-shirt as well, look. Is that cool?
Yes.
Check out the new hat. Are you going to be interested in the fish keeping hobby?
Yes.
Right, Trist, I've got you a t-shirt as well, mate. Do you want to put that on?
Yeah.
And I've also got you one of the hats as well. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Are you boys happy about this? You going to have your own fish? Right, are you all set up and ready to build this fish tank?
Yes.
Happy days, high five, high five. Let's go and set this tank up. Start with, what we need to do is put all of the gravel in the bottom. So do you boys want to get all that gravel in the bottom and take a scoop each? That's it. Whack a scoop in each, and do you know what this gravel does?
No.
This helps with the biological filtering, really, so it's like an under gravel filter.
Is that the filter?
That's the pump, that is.
Oh. What is it? Is it to make the water clean?
It keeps the water clean, but what's in there keeps the water clean. That's the most important, that is. Look at them, look. They absolutely love it. Right, I reckon what you can do you reckon you're both strong enough to pick up the whole bucket and just tip it in?
Yeah, come on, dude. Come on, James. Then get it.
You're not supposed to put the whole bucket in. You boys don't even need to be told what to do. You're already spreading it out lovely. Right, do you know what we need now?
What?
We need to grab the hose pipe and fill it up.
Where's yours?
Go and find the hose pipe.
Let's go with the hose pipe.
Right, Jake, do you want to take over and explain to him how to get this set up, seeing as it was your tank?
Yep, I'm just quickly leveling this out a bit more.
Make sure it's nice and level in there.
Yep. Because you've got to have that proper technique, if you know what I mean.
You got the skills, boy, ain't you?
Yeah.
Never seen you work so fast. Did you make sure you got it turned on?
Yeah, we got it turned on. Uncle James, what's this blue water thingy?
What does the blue water thing do?
Yeah.
Dylan, what does it do?
Trish, why don't you just read it? It's just tap water chlorine remover.
That's what you need to take all of the chlorine out of the water.
Okay.
And you use the NT Labs chlorine remover, and then that keeps the water nice and healthy ready for us when we get some fish tomorrow. Does that sound good?
Okay.
You don't need to point into the microphone, you can just speak.
What does it go to the microphone?
Yeah, it already goes through, mate, but that's what you need to keep the water clear.
Is it a good idea if I read the instructions, Uncle James?
Definitely. What does it say on the back?
Dose is 10 millimetres to 40 gallons and 182 litres.
Well, that there's very good information, but the most important information is you need to know how many litres this tank is, don't you?
Yeah. Yes.
And this tank is 160 litres, so
Whoa.
how much do you have to put in?
160 litres.
Do you want me to work it out for you?
Yes, please.
One thing's for sure, these boys have certainly got me work cut out today, haven't you?
Yes.
Right, so I'm just going to have a nice cup of coffee. That, I know it's your cup, but I give you this cup. But what I wanted to do was explain to the boys real quickly. I've got a brand new product from mountainTree. And if anyone out there ever uses any filter floss, this stuff here is the next level really. It's new, improved design, and it's washable. You can clean it over and over again just by pressure washing it off, or just using a hose pipe really. And it's mainly designed for mechanical filtration. So do you boys know what mechanical filtration is?
No.
So do you know when the fish go for a poo
Yes.
and they get all that dirty muck?
Yeah.
Do you know how to take it out of the pond?
No.
This will take it out of the pond. So as it gets sucked up through the filter, this will be the first stage that it sits in, and all the fish poo will sit in this, and then you just clean this once every 2 weeks with a hose pipe, give it a clean, and then put it back in. So shall we cut it and put it in the very top?
Yeah. Yes.
What is this called then?
3D filter pad.
And Trist, what is it for?
Fresh water.
Happy days. Ladies and gents and people out there that are interested in this from mountainTree, you can purchase it in the UK from any of the suppliers really, any of your local koi dealers. I'll leave a couple of links down in the description of the video, but basically you can customize this to any size that you need, and ideally it's designed to go into a top of a shower filter like what we're going to use it for.
How can you cut this?
We can cut it with a pair of scissors, but we got to measure it first, and I was just getting to that until you stopped me. But that makes it fun. We're going to cut it to fit in the top of this filter tray. So what we got to do, boys, look, see the measurements on this tray?
Yeah.
We need to cut it to the size of that tray so we can fit it in the top.
But how can you cut it with scissors?
Well, you're going to cut it in a second. So what we're going to do is go to that size. I'm going to put a little mark to start with.
Okay.
And then you're going to cut up through.
Okay.
Nice straight line.
Okay. I'm not good at cutting straight.
I'm sure you'll be all right. Why don't you put 2 hands on the scissors? Just watch you don't cut my fingers off. Or do you want Uncle James to do it?
Can you do it?
Right, so basically, underneath this shower filter, I was just explaining to the boys, we've got the nitro ring, which this is already nice and mature, and we've also got the lotus root, which my son cut in half. It's super, super well matured here now. But what we're planning to do is that we did have the spiral filter mat on the top. But what I want to do for this experiment, we've still got the spiral filter mat in the other 2 trays. But what I'm planning to do is put the 3D filter pad underneath here, just to see if it catches a little bit more muck. I want to give it a go really and just see how it works out and see if it keeps it a little bit more cleaner. I'm into the top, just like that. So the shower bar falls down and it collects all of the muck. And then the boys can easily replace that top tray. Do you reckon you boys can handle that?
Yeah.
Then boys, what are you up to? Because we haven't finished filling up yet.
So like me and Dee went in the garage so we could get like some fish decorations.
And what are you putting in?
We're putting in Squidward and SpongeBob's house. And I'm putting in a big bridge.
Is that like a little fish cave for when you get some fish tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh, Tristan, you knocked it over.
What do you think of it, Jake?
No.
It's interesting.
Some more stones.
And what else are you doing?
We're gonna put some grass in. I'll put one there, and I'll put one there.
So where are you going to put them to?
We're gonna put these in there.
Go on then.
Gonna go like that, and the other one like that.
I reckon that looks really good, mate, but there's one thing I've just spotted.
What?
We got the barcode on there. I think we should pull that one off, don't you?
Yeah.
question. Where are you
Yeah.
getting all this stuff from? Because I didn't bring it up.
Our garage.
What, so you used to keep fish before?
Yeah.
What, you had a fish tank or a fish pond?
I had a fish tank. Yeah.
You had a fish tank?
Come on, Dee. Let's put them
So
in.
it was quite handy that you kept all your bits and pieces, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You having a good bit of fun?
Yeah. Oh, well, we know where we can put this one. We're going to put it right there.
That looks like a good idea, boys, what you've done there. It's really
Yeah, it
looking
does.
nice now.
I like it.
We're going to put this chemical in. You
Yeah.
cannot put your hands in the water, all right?
Okay.
So you're happy with your display?
Yeah.
So what I'm doing now, I'm just adding a dechlorinator to the water because obviously where we live in the world, we have chlorine running through our tap water to make it healthy for us to drink. But tap water with the chlorine in it is certainly not healthy for fish and they will end up dying. And what also it does, it kills off all your beneficial bacteria as well. So you can't put your hands in the water now. Once I put this in, right then, so it's been a bit of a crazy video. The boys are absolutely buzzing about having their new tank. But I'm just explaining to them that you can't put your hands in the water after you add your chemicals. It won't do the water any good once it's all in there. What this chemical does, it takes all of the chlorine out of the water. I personally use the NT Labs one. If you haven't got a dechlorinator itself, this is really good stuff. And you've got to keep this in a real safe place because every week you've got to change a little bit of water and add a bit of fresh water just so it keeps the fish nice and healthy. Do you reckon you boys can do that?
Yeah, we can.
It's handy that there's a plug socket already here, outdoor socket, filters going on. I'm going to seal up that. There's that one all filled up. There's the spray bar all working. Yeah, you can already see how well this 3D filter pad's collecting all of the muck and debris to start with. And I mean, we haven't even got fish in there. That's literally just from the gravel. And it is only a trickle shower, trickle filter, but it really does work amazingly. We're going to cover that up because we don't want that to get green. And also, it makes it look a little bit better so it's not such an eyesore, if you know what I mean. I'm going to put the last little bit of display in. And then what I think is going to have to happen is I think you're going to have to run and turn the tap off because it's about fill up. So quick, go and turn the tap. So we're all set up. I think Tristan's well happy that he's got his first fish pond. He's well happy, but tomorrow he's going to be even happier because I'm going to go and buy Dylan and Tristan a new fish to go into their brand new fish pond. And I think he's done an absolute amazing job displaying his tank. You're well happy, mate, ain't ya?
Yeah.
What we say is welcome to the fish keeping hobby.